Are you easily triggered by negative emotions? Do you know you're overreacting, but you just can't stop yourself in the moment? I'm Jamie Dana from Elevate Counseling, here to talk about how psychological issues like anxiety and depression and anger, and even procrastination may be related to earlier moments in your life that were traumatic. So, for a minute, I want you to set aside anything that you've heard or learned about previously related to trauma. When I say traumatic, this could be a single life-threatening event like a car crash, or having been experiencing abuse as a child. That's what we typically think of when we use the word trauma. But it's so important to understand that trauma may also be smaller events that made you feel helpless or powerless in your life. It may have changed, even in a subtle way, how you view the world. So these may be things like being teased by a frenemy in middle school. It could be a comment from a parent or someone that you looked up to in a moment that you were vulnerable. And so seeing something or experiencing something that makes you question your safety or your value, these moments are known as Smalti traumas. So there's this growing body of evidence showing that these psychological traumas are stored in the body, and it literally alters the way that your brain works. Brain scans show that a person that when they think about one of these events, their brains light up differently than they do when they think about other memories. So this impacts our emotions, it impacts our memory, and it impacts our physical health as well. A lot of times, somebody will come into my office and they will be having upset stomachs or irritable bowel syndrome, or maybe they're having heart pains, or palpitations. So the problem here is that our emotional brain, this limbic system, it can't tell the difference between our past and our present and our future. So when we think about these difficult memories that happened previously, we're effectively living in that trauma. So how do we address this? Well, there are several forms of treatment that I like, one of which I found to be especially efficient at helping people move through these memories and experiences, and it's called EMDR. So it's been around for several decades. It's been used to treat, people in the VA. It's by the VA to help with military members, and it's been implemented by therapists like myself. And I work with people of all walks of life, right? So EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, and it sounds pretty scientific, but it's actually pretty simple, and it's highly effective. So I'm not going to go into the minutia of exactly how this works, but I will link to it in the comment section if you're interested in reading more. But the big idea here is that when we want to overcome trauma, the key is to deactivate our limbic system. So this helps us not be thrust back into that scary emotional place when we're thinking about these previous experiences. Basically we are using therapy to teach the brain that when I think about this experience, I'm safe. So here's what I want you to know. If you find yourself overreacting to or thinking about something that causes you physical symptoms of distress, this is not your fault. If you change the way that your brain is storing this information, you may find that you have significant relief. So reach out to a therapist that specializes in EMDR. You can search on for your local area on psychologytoday.com. There are some really good EMDR therapists in the area that I'm at in Phoenix, Arizona. And so you can use Psychology Today for that as well, or if you're in the northwest part of the valley, if you want to reach out directly to my practice, then that will be, we're happy to help you as well. There is hope out there. So until next time, keep doing, keep being, and keep growing. Thanks.